Hi everybody, it's Building with Papa. Well, this video is about hanging drywall, but specifically more of hanging a drywall ceiling by yourself. It can be done, it's real simple. I'm going to show you how to make a dead man towards the end. Alright, I hope this helps you. Alright, this is your T-square. Okay, you'll put that on the top. Put this end on the top of your drywall, give your straight line, a square line cutting down. Your hammer. Now, we used to use a drywall hatchet. Basically, the hammer is being used to either remove the screw that missed the stud, tapping in some dimples, things of that sort. Your keyhole saw for cutting out your openings or outlets. Here you have two different types of drywall knives. The one on the left is your older style, more common to be used. The one on your right, some younger guys use today. It folds up, goes in their pocket. Alright, you have a chalk line. The chalk line is for if you got to cut angles, okay? Not used a lot, but it's good to have. Pencil, very important tool. Okay, when you're measuring, you want to mark things out, double check yourself before you cut. Now we have the screw guns, and I'm going to show you a variety of them. Because you see this blue one here? That's an old Makita. Okay? I used this out in the field a lot of years ago, over 20 years ago. That was one of my personal screw guns. Then we moved to the DeWalt. This one's missing the drywall cone, like the cone you've seen on the Makita. Okay, very good, reliable gun. Today, I haven't seen a lot of guys use this one, but I personally bought this. I had to go help my daughter do some work. I couldn't justify buying it before that, but I had to hang a few sheets of drywall, so I went ahead and bought it. And I love this gun. It's battery operated and it's just awesome. Okay, now screws, these are 1.25 inches. They're going to work on everything we have to do over here except for the pocket door. A lot of people forget to change their screws when they're doing the pocket door, and they'll screw the drywall in and the screw will go through the wood, and then when you put in the pocket door, it scratches the pocket door. We don't want that. You have to use 1-inch screws when it comes to the pocket door. Alright, so just giving you a brief thing, I just wanted to show you the tools that are used in the trade. Okay, if you are going to be hanging drywall, and especially if you want to do it for a living, get these basic tools. Okay, I'm hoping I can show you how to use them properly. Okay, as you can see, we have the metal framing up, and we put in our pocket door. Alright, our ceiling is installed. Now we're going to go ahead and hang the drywall. Okay, now I showed you the tools that you need to be able to, your basic tools. I didn't show you a router because I don't have one. Okay, I mean, I have bigger routers for woodwork. The guys in the field use these smaller routers to be able to cut things out. Well, when I was doing this, we didn't have routers for drywall back then. So what I'm going to show you is a simple way that I was taught. And it's with a keyhole saw and a square. It takes a little longer to do, but if you're not doing this for a profession, then, you know, this is fine. Now, if you're going to do this as a profession, become a drywall hanger, basically everything I'm going to show you, you'll be able to do. All right, now I brought in the drywall and I measured across, okay? And I have 88 1/8. So I take my tape, put it on the end, come over to 88 1/8, Put my knife in. Now here's where you use your T-square. Put it across the top. Bring it up to the marker where you put your knife. Hold the top down. Here's an important thing. Put your foot on the face of the square, okay? So it doesn't move on you, because it will come off the drywall and you'll get a crooked end. Put your foot on there. Cut it. Now you're putting pressure to get the knife in, and you're putting your thumb on the T-square in order to keep it flat. Squirt once. Pull your drywall out, and it bends, okay? Now, I see a lot of guys cutting from the other side. I don't like it. It may work for them, but just bend it, cut from the other side. And there you go. Get your screw gun ready. Now I'm doing this by myself, so what I have done is I put a stud on the wall about 2 inches lower than the ceiling. This is the stud that I put on the wall, about 2 inches lower, so that I'm going to put that end of the drywall in, being I'm hanging the drywall by myself. Okay, I have the screw gun, I have a screw in it, I put some screws readily available to get. Now here's another important thing. Now I framed this myself, so I made all the studs line up with the studs on this wall. So I know right where the studs are, where these studs are, okay? So it makes it simple for me. But yet that may not work for you, that may not be there. Then you have to mark where the studs are before you lift the drywall, so that you're going to hit the studs when you screw it off. Get the drywall up there in that corner, lift it up here, get your screw gun ready. Get a screw in. Okay, once you have it tacked off, you can let it go. I have 4 screws in it. It's enough to hold it. When you're hanging drywall on the ceiling, your pattern is 8 inches in the field and 6 inches on the seam. When you're doing a wall, it's 12 inches in the field, 8 inches on the seam. If it was a firewall, it would be 8 inches on the field and 6 inches on the seam. Okay, follow your patterns, you know, for the code of your area. Okay, I'm doing this in Florida. This is the drywall code. All right, well, let me finish screwing this off, then I'll show you how we do the walls. Okay, Now, I have a miss. So, some guys wind up leaving it for the finisher. You're not supposed to. Okay? Get the miss, take your hammer, pull it out, then tap it. Okay? That gets the paper back up into the end. Okay? That's the proper way to fix it. Okay. Now, the screws are all set. The ceiling is screwed off. Let me show you one more thing. I'm going to show you how your screws need to be set. Okay? They're not breaking the paper, they're just making a dimple. Here's one that broke the paper. If it breaks the paper like that, put another one next to it. Should just be a dimple, not a break. That is the correct setting. If you are using a screw gun, the head has settings. You put in a screw, if it goes too deep, turn it the other way, and then it'll be less. If you're not deep enough, turn it the opposite direction, and it will then set the screw further in. This is important, or you will not pass inspection. When the drywall inspector comes, it's called a screw inspection, and you will fail if you break the paper. Okay, this video is about how to hang a drywall ceiling by yourself. So I'm going to show you how to make a dead man. Okay, I have this piece of 5/4 wood. It's 6 inches wide, and as you can see, it's already low enough. It's already low enough that it's underneath the ceiling. Okay, so what I did is I now cut a piece of the 5/4, and I cut it at about 30 inches. The reason you don't cut it the 48 is, what if you have a smaller piece? So if you want to even go down to 24, that would be sufficient. Okay, now what we do is we screw it to the taller one and we make a T out of it. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, as you can see, I've made the T. I like putting 5 screws in it so it stays sturdy. This is a 5/4 piece of wood. It's heavy. On a job site, you can use 1x4. It's a lot lighter and it's a lot more forgiving if you have it a little long, because the 1x4 will bend but still hold the drywall up for you, and you'll be able to use it for multiple heights of ceilings. Okay, so now, well, that's how you make the dead man. And you can use it if you're hanging the ceiling by yourself, or if there's even 2 of you that are hanging and you feel more comfortable using a dead man. The other person could be on one end. You just slide that dead man in underneath there, and then the whole sheet is held up with the dead man and the other person, and you can screw it off freely. Okay? Alright, Building with Papa. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. See you on the next one.